What would you do for a
podcast about
Klondike Bar?
Hello everybody, you are listening to the Klondike Fan Club podcast, coming to you not live from London, Ontario. This is the first of one podcast that we will be doing honoring the Klondike Bar. I am Klondike John, and this is my on-site recorder, Khaki Pants Nicholas.
Hey there, John.
Today we will be discussing the Klondike Bar and its attractive marketing campaign. What would you do for a Klondike Bar? First up is the history and story behind the chocolatey treat. Then we have Professor I.R. Not Nick here from York University to do an interview, the story behind the elusive man cave, the Klondike's effect on the media, and lots of other wonderful surprises. Also, keep an eye out because Nick will be roaming the streets, so if you want to get your hands on a Klondike Bar, find him and tell him what you would do for a Klondike Bar. Stay tuned.
What would you do for a
Podcast about
Klondike Bar?
I'm here on the street asking real people real questions. So, sir, what would you do for a Klondike Bar?
I'd do your mom.
Cut the feed! Cut the feed!
What would you do for a Klondike Bar?
The Klondike Bar, an icon of American culture. The origins of the Klondike Bar can be traced back to Switzerland and the Islay family, a family known for fine dairy products. William Islay founded the Islay Dairy Company around the beginning of the 1900s. The original Klondike Bar was handmade by dipping square slices of ice cream in pans of rich, delicious Swiss milk chocolate. The family produced the bars in Ohio, just outside of Youngstown, in Pittsburgh. By the 1940s, the Islay family had several dairy plants that supplied more than 300 Islay dairy stores. Until the 1970s, the Klondike Bar was sold only in Pennsylvania and Ohio. In 1978, distribution expanded into Florida, followed by New York and New England. In 1982, a nationwide advertising and publicity campaign was launched with the tag, "What would you do for a Klondike Bar?" Soon Klondike Bars were available in the majority of U.S. supermarkets. In 1993, Unilever acquired the Islay Klondike Company, and the Klondike brand became part of Good Humor Breyers. This acquisition put Americans of every age within reach of the most comprehensive line of chili treats in dessert history.
What would you do for a Klondike Bar?
Back again. So, sir, what would you do for a Klondike Bar? It's so big!
What would you do for a Klondike Bar?
Our field agent seems to be enjoying himself out there. But now it's time for an interview of my own, hopefully with different results. Here today is Professor I.R. Not Nick from York University. Give him a round of applause, fake studio audience.
Woo, yeah, woo! Woo! You guys are the best!
Thank you. That's enough. Yes, I am that great.
So, Professor, why do you think people are willing to do such outrageous things for such an inexpensive snack?
Having dedicated over 30 years of my life to research the esteemed Klondike Bar, I have discovered that it contains trace amounts of cocaine. So little, in fact, that it slips past the FDA as well as all kinds of drug-locating instruments.
Well, in that case, pass me a box of those bars.
Yeah, here you go. I always snort a whole box before doing my research, even before I came on your show.
And on that note, I think this interview is officially over.
What would you do for a Klondike Bar?
Back on the streets again, asking real people real questions. So, miss, what would you do for a Klondike Bar?
For a Klondike Bar?
My God, it's even bigger.
What would you do for a Klondike Bar?
Why did I get the in-studio job? I'm missing all the action. Find out about the new Man Cave marketing campaign and an in-depth analysis of the original right after this.
So, Jesus, got any big plans for the 3-day weekend there, buddy?
Well, I thought I...
Yeah, that's great, Jesus. Listen, buddy, let's say we start this party off a little early. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I'm not really supposed to do that sort of thing.
Not even for, say, a Klondike Bar?
Oh yeah!
Woohoo! Yeah!
The Man Cave, a mystery to women and the home to Klondike-loving males. It is a symbol of manliness and freedom. Does it go hand in hand with Klondike bars? Do they represent the same thing? In today, to talk with me, is the manager of the marketing project, Hugh Jazz. Hey Hugh!
Hi there, John.
What is going on with your new marketing campaign titled The Man Cave?
It's genius, really. Me and the boys were snoring some Klondike bars, and we thought, what is it that makes a man a man? Is it his woman? His giant schlong? And then it came to us. What makes a man is hanging out in his basement, all by himself, downing vodka and Klondike bars like a real man should be.
And who is this supposed to appeal to? Doesn't this campaign focus too much on the male consumer?
Well, sir, the average consumer to our ice cream bars are middle-aged men sitting in their basement with their pants down. What's more attractive to a woman than a fat man eating a chocolate bar? They're thinking, maybe if I eat them, a fat, pantsless, sexy man will come to me, and we can do kinky, fat, chocolatey sex things in his man cave.
Well, that is astonishing news. I never thought about it that way, but the marketing strategy seems to have some sense to it.
Well, of course it does, John. We put plenty of thought into any marketing or improvements to the Klondike franchise, such as the new, thicker, chocolatey shell.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Jazz.
My pleasure.
That was Hugh Jazz from the marketing team behind the Klondike Bar. We now have another street interview with our correspondent, Nick.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Thanks, John. I'm here on the streets with real people asking real questions. Excuse me, sir. Oh no, not you again. You're the one who ruined my first interview with your hilarious mom jokes.
I'm sorry for what I did back there. I've got a real answer for you now, man.
Okay, well, I guess everyone deserves a second chance. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Well, in that case, I would probably do your dad.
Oh, god damn it, not again.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Well, thank you for that interview, Nick. I now have a final interview on the effect of Klondike bars on the media and how their presence has changed the world. Here with me today is Jill Bates, the multi-billion software mogul. Hey Jill, how are you?
I'm great, John. It's good to be here.
Good to have you. You know your way around in business, don't you, Mr. Bates?
I prefer the title Master, if you would.
Whatever you say, Master Bates. Now back to the question at hand.
Well, yes, you could say that I know my way around a lot of things.
Master Bates, I thought you were more mature than to make innuendos on the air.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
That's okay. According to the marketing specialist, Hugh Jazz, the only people interested in Klondike bars, or a podcast about them, are 40-year-old men with their pants down anyway. Back to the topic at hand. What makes the Klondike such a mainstay in American culture? What makes it so deliciously irresistible? Why do I have more of an attraction towards your little chocolatey bar than my own wife?
Klondike bars have made an image for themselves. People associate the catchy jingle they hear everywhere with those bars. The variety of flavors, the quality of service, and familiarity just draws people in. On a hot summer's day when you have ice cream all over your face, you can feel it sliding down your throat, and the delicious sensation of utter pleasure. You know you're eating a Klondike bar. The Klondike bar is just a popular product. Google ice cream bar with a polar bear on it, and the first thing that comes up is the Klondike bar. That just shows the pure success of the Klondike brand.
Well, I never realized how much of a juggernaut the Klondike bar is in the marketing environment. Thank you for this highly informative interview, Master Bates.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Well, that wraps up our podcast for today. We'll leave you with a little treat. See you all next time.
What would you do for a
Podcast about
Klondike bar?